Hey guys, so I've been having a lot of people ask me why it works, why network marketing. And so I kind of wanted to just tell you guys why I chose this company and why I continue choosing this company. So 3.5 years ago, I was getting nowhere with my job fast. I wasn't making hardly any money. I knew that once we had kids that I'd literally be working to pay for childcare and have nothing left over. So then, it kind of makes you reevaluate, okay, what am I doing? What is what I'm doing gonna actually be worth it? And so I really had to think about our future and what our options were. And so it was me continue going to work or find something else. And it kind of fell right into my lap. I was having a bad day at work, which I know a lot of us do. And I saw a post that my friend made on her Facebook that I've been friends with her since junior high. And her post was about paying full cash, just a wad of cash that she brought to a dealership, and they paid cash for their Yukon XL. And I mean, if you guys, I didn't even know, I knew that was a lot of money back then, but I didn't realize how much money it was back then, because those are not cheap at all. So that got me thinking, and I messaged her because I saw that financially that she was okay. I knew that she was supporting these products, and I knew that she was endorsing this business, but I didn't know that actual debt-free money was attached to this. I didn't think that was possible because I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a ripoff. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was just another pyramid scheme when I really didn't even know what a pyramid scheme was at the time. I had no idea. So I messaged her, and I'm just like, okay, let's just meet for dinner. I just want to see what's going on, what this whole thing's about. Never done anything like this before. And so I met with her, and it was, we talked, and she answered all my questions, and she honestly was there to make sure that it was a good fit for me. She wanted to know why I was interested in making more money. Who's not interested in that? Who's not interested in having more freedom? Who's not interested in making their dreams come true? Of course I was. Who isn't? You'd be ridiculous not to. So I jumped aboard. I had no idea what I was doing. It was scary. I can't even tell you how scary it was. But knowing that I wasn't jumping in head first into the deep end, I was just kind of, going down step by step into the pool, dipping my toes in, because I knew that I was reassured at that meeting that I would not be alone, and I would have a team that would support me and encourage me, and that I could ask questions. And that was huge for me because I didn't know what I was doing. So I went to conference the next year. I actually won a ticket to conference. And I was staying with 3 people that I had absolutely no idea who they were. So super out of my comfort zone. I'm an outgoing person, but when it comes to meeting new people, it was outside of my comfort zone big time. So I met these 3 people, and they are now 3 of my best friends. It's so crazy how that worked out. We were destined to be in that same room at that same conference with this same company. Absolutely 100% no doubt in my mind. And so we got to conference, and the very first night they kicked it off with a worship service, because they know that worshiping God and having that as their foundation and as their base and as their compass was the way to go. They knew that was why they were thriving. This is why they're growing so much and so fast and so just smart. They're building their business smart. So, you know, a lot of people have been like, well, why this business? And they're debt free, so that's a huge deal. So I know they're not going anywhere anytime soon. We have about as many distributors as a third of Minneapolis worldwide. So I know that when people say this is saturated, it absolutely is not saturated. So I can be comfortable in that aspect that I'm not going to go down the road and every other house has an It Works distributor. That's not even true. My neighbors haven't even heard of it before. So, you know, we have that, and we have a first to market product. We have products. We're now like building these products that people have absolutely, there are products similar to what we have, but nowhere near what we have. Okay, sorry, I had to switch locations because my kids are freaking out. So anyway, so I know that this business was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. And flash forward, when I had my son, I was able to stay home with him. And then 6 weeks later, after we had my first son, we got pregnant with our second son. So we've had a lot of chaos in the last 2 years, but I've been able to stay home with them. And knowing, you know, I was just watching some people post about how much daycare costs and how much they're not getting paid at their job, and I couldn't be more thankful to have this opportunity. But one of the things that gets me is I know that when it comes to a regular 9-to-5 job, I know that they're not going to accomplish I have really big dreams. I have dreams for my family, I have dreams for myself, I have dreams for our future, and I know that working until I'm 65 and then being able to retire, who knows what retirement's going to look like then. I know that working myself to the bone for a company that may not appreciate me or that may not compensate me as well as I feel like I deserve, I know that I'm not going to accomplish my dreams there. And not only will I not be able to be home with my babies, but I also won't be getting anywhere. I'll just kind of be stuck, and being stuck, I feel like is one of the worst places that we can get, because it's so hard to get unstuck. So I guess my thinking was, you know, if I'm working this business for 3 to 5 years and getting where I want to be versus 20 to 30 years at a place where I am making somebody else's dreams come true, I'm working hard for somebody else's dreams, that in itself was reason for me to reconsider what I was doing and why I'm a part of this. So that was huge for me, just kind of coming to that realization and knowing that when it comes down to it, I would rather spend these 5 years working my tail off and knowing that I'm going to have a better future for my family, and knowing that the harder I work, the more that comes back to me and myself and my family and to my friends that want to join me in this adventure. That is huge. I get to pick and choose what happens with my life. I get to set the route. I get to set the course for that. And that type of option is not very common. So that is why, I mean, all of that put aside, I would, even if I wasn't a distributor, I would still be an extremely loyal customer, knowing how much the products have impacted my life. And that is the foundation of it all, is these amazing products that change people's lives, that are safe and are just one of a kind. So that all put together, wrapped up in a bow, is about as perfect as it can get for me. and I just kind of wanted to share with you guys, just because I know that people have been asking, you know, why this, why not that, why not join me, why not start something new, or you know, all this stuff. But I know that I am exactly where I need to be. I know that God has put this into my life, and He has blessed me beyond measure, and I get to in turn be what's the word? I get to be more faithful to Him. I get to give back. I get to give more time. I get to do all this stuff, and it's just been such a blessing. So I wouldn't trade it for a day. I wouldn't. There are hard days, and there are even harder days. Trust me. The devil knows that this is not to his liking, because we're a threat, and so that gets me excited too, because I know that that's where I need to be too. That's where I need to be making a difference, and I want to make a difference. I want to have my life mean something. So that's me, and that's why, and I couldn't be more excited for it. So that's how it is. So all right, talk to you later, guys.